I was put on medication. And so this has been going on for 40 years now. And I've been on thyroid medication because I have a thyroid issue. And so around in my 20s, they determined that I had a low thyroid. They called it hyperthyroid. And so I was put on Synthroid then. And so ever since then, I've been seeing a different endocrinologist since I was 13, and now I'm 53. And I've been on the DDD, the dosage day dance. So every time I go to the endocrinologist, they would change the dose or how many days I need to take this and take the blood test in 6 weeks and come back and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I wasn't feeling any better. So, came to a dinner just like you're at, and Dr. Wonder put all those markers on, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I have just about 90% of them. So I went in to see Dr. Wander, and you know, I was telling him, you know, I've been seeing this endocrinologist, and so I go to her and she asks me, you know, once a year, how you feeling? And I'm like, okay, but I'm still fatigued, very fatigued, I'm tired, and you know, then I'd ask her, is there a diet that I could be on that would help me feel any better? So she said, well, you need to eat clean. I said, okay. So, you know, she would give me the medication, and then I'm still not getting any better. So she said, well, how do you sleep at night? I said, well, I sleep like a rock. I'm getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and I'm waking up and I'm tired. And you know, and by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I need a nap. And my husband's like, there's no way you could be tired. You get more sleep than a baby. You know, you should be full of energy. But I'm always tired. And then my digestive system was out of whack. I either had constipation or I had diarrhea. And then I had severe itchiness all the time. Itchy skin, very dry skin. So you know, after a while, I'm like, okay, you kind of accept the way that you are, and you're like, okay, it's never going to improve, so you just, you know, go along. So finally I just said, you know, I'm sick and tired of this. Came to Dr. Wander. He put me on a specific diet. I did a cleanse, put me on a specific diet to follow, and then through tests, he found out there's certain foods that really are not good for my immune system. So I cut those out of my diet, and so that made a big difference. I'm feeling much better, more energy. We found out through testing that I had adrenal issues, and this is why when I wake up after 8 hours, I feel like I need to go back and take a nap after being up for 15 minutes. So he saw symptoms, and he had answers to help address these specific symptoms for me. So I feel like he and I sat down, we talked about some goals that I wanted to reach, and so far I think I've met about 90% of those goals so far. And because he's a good listener, he listens to you, you have issues, you have questions, he answers your questions, and it's not like you know, you go to the doctor and you get a 15-minute block and that's it, and that's all they want to hear from you. So you get your questions out, he answers them for you, but like I said, if you're here and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and what you've been doing, you know, on the pill, on these medications that have not been helping you, then I say, you know, take a leap of faith and try something different.